what's up, Facebook? Welcome to another edition of the live Wealthy Boss Show. I'm your host, Mariah Seacrest Comer, and let's have a chat about why gratitude doesn't require minimizing your goals. I think this is an important topic to discuss as entrepreneurs because many of us, I should say probably all of us, tend towards always wanting more. We always have that little bit of discontent in us that keeps us going, that puts that fire under us to make our goals happen and pursue our dreams. But that can often feel a little spiritually conflicted when we also feel like we should be grateful for what we have, right? We're good people. We also want to make sure that we're living moral lives and that we are maximizing our personal lives. So often that can kind of feel like there's a little bit of conflict there, a little bit of friction between feeling like we should be more grateful or happier with our circumstances maybe, and that by constantly wanting more, wanting to strive to achieve and pursue our goals, that can sometimes feel like those two are in conflict. So I know for myself, this is definitely an area that I've struggled with. So I wanted to share about a recent change in how I've come to think about this concept. So I've done some good work on this, and every quarter I put together my goals, which are typically business related, but sometimes there's a spiritual goal related to that, or a personal goal. So my goal this past quarter was to start to tease apart this concept of acceptance or gratitude when you're super driven. So I'm glad I've done some work on this, and I'm happy to say that this issue has kind of become more clear for me and more liberating. Now, I did have some help from my therapist. This is something I took to my therapist to get her opinion on, which by the way, I believe that everyone who wants to be a healthy high achiever should have a mental health professional that they trust and is in their corner to help them get their brain health just right where it needs to be. So some of what I learned came as a result of my time with her, and some of it was just that aha moment of me putting the time and effort into exploring this topic. So for me, what I think the biggest takeaway for me is that, like many of us do as entrepreneurs, we view things in all or nothing terms. So I was viewing, either you're grateful or you're driven. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, right? But there was a sense of guilt that I should feel XYZ feeling about being grateful for all I have, and by wanting more, I'm not being thankful for what I do have. So I've started to change my opinion about gratitude or ambition being mutually exclusive, and being all or nothing. So what I've come to believe is that being grateful for something is less about a moral imperative of how we should feel and more about not leaving joy on the table. So I'm going to say that again. For me, gratitude is less about a certain way that we should feel, but more about not wanting to leave joy on the table. So this means there may be huge areas of your life where you want to make improvements, where you want to change, where you want to have different circumstances that may or may not be in your control, but you're working towards leaning towards having some control in that area. But the things that are going well in your life, that you're reveling in them, that you're not letting the things that you do still want in life take away from the joy for the things that you do have in your life. I'm glad that some of you can relate. It seems like, thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up on that. And this has really freed me up immensely. Once I took the the guilt out of it, once I took the pressure out of it, then it really started seeming like these two things, it's both and, it's not either or. So we can deeply desire things, we can deeply want to change the circumstances in our life and be working towards that. And at the very same time, in the very same moment, revel in the things that are going well. And here's the key. What that's doing then is priming us for all of these good things that we are working towards, that we want to achieve and accomplish. We're going to be better able to appreciate them, enjoy them, and maximize them when we start to incorporate those things into our lives too, and we achieve those goals. So it's a very short episode tonight. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. That's really as simple as this kind of revelation has been for me, but I wanted to share it with you because I know that, we often talk about physical health, but as entrepreneurs, mastering what's in here is more than half the game. So I thought this would be helpful for you. It's been helpful for me to just take the pressure off, to be able to realize that there's nothing wrong with being driven and hustling and being ambitious. But at the same time, I can revel and not, make the most of what I have in my life that is causing me joy. It's appreciating that, and then also preparing myself to appreciate all the good things that I'm about to bring in my life because of my ambition. Hope this finds a place in your heart that is helpful. If you have anything to add to the conversation, I would love to hear it in the comments below. That's it for tonight. Short episode, but I will be back at you this time next Tuesday, 5:45. Did want to remind you, if you haven't yet signed up for my Mindset Mantra Challenge, it's a 7-day challenge where you get a mantra texted to you each day for 7 days, and it's specifically crafted for the overworked entrepreneurs, busy, crazy little monkey mind. So you definitely want to join in on that if you haven't yet. And you can do that. You can get all the information by first texting the keyword Mindset Mantras to the number 33444. So again, text the keyword Mindset Mantras to the number 33444. You will need to follow the prompts at that point to make sure that your cell phone is set up to get those text messages. But let me know how that experience is for you, and I will see you next week. Thank you.